Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hand.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Gonna run it. It's Dickey. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Delayed handoff, it's Dickey. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to run it to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. He's got the tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're hoping for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
To the air, it's Stockton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Buys a little extra time. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the grab down the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking for room, it's Phillips. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete in the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Dogs moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the 2nd half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To the air, it's Stockton. Floats it out in space. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Phillips. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jet sweep to the receiver. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Gets the back moving. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
On the run, it's Dickey. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Now facing a third and long. They'll give to Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Running inside, it's Williams. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he'll be brought down. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run.
Got it in stride inside the 20. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.